That press conference, Cheyenne and Jones, where two people were killed. Let's see if we can get an update here from Metro.
We received several calls reporting a multi-vehicle collision that occurred at the intersection of Cheyenne and Jones. Preliminary details indicate that one of the vehicles involved in this collision was driving at a high rate of speed, traveling eastbound on Cheyenne, approaching Jones. Several cars were at that intersection waiting when the vehicle collided with those vehicles. As a result, 2 of the drivers have been pronounced deceased and 4 others have been transported to a nearby hospital. As you can see behind me, you can look at the wreckage that was left due to this vehicle's driving. It's yet another reminder of how 10 families whose lives will be changed forever, 2 of which will not have their family members during the holidays, whose lives will also be changed forever. This has to stop. As your law enforcement agency, this is still our top priority. And we'll continue to identify drivers that are unsafe, drivers that are perhaps driving under the influence. We're going to continue to do this because we will stop this. This will stop. However, this is going to take an entire community effort. It's going to take all of us to want to stop the type of wreckage that you see behind me. Our officers are tired of responding to scenes like this, where innocent people, lives are taken. And the absolute worst part of all this is that it's absolutely preventable. This has to stop. We can't do it alone. We need everyone to take a part in correcting unsafe driving. With that, I will open it to some questions.
Was it just speed, or was there another factor involved in this crash?
The preliminary details right now indicate that speed was perhaps the main factor, but however, the investigation is still ongoing, and so we will have further details as the investigation develops.
We do know that those cars were already parked. Were they initially parked at a red light when that car slid down Jones?
The vehicle was traveling on Jones when as it approached the other vehicles that were waiting at the light.
The driver that was
can you say male, female?
I'm sorry?
Can you say male or female for the 2 that are deceased?
So I don't have the details of the gender of the 2 individuals that are deceased, but we will provide that information for you here shortly.
What do you tell to the community? I know it's raining in the street. To do when they see someone playing around in the street or going faster?
I think that it's just one of those things when we choose to get into a vehicle and we're driving, right? You have to take into account what is the weather like. Today it was raining. The streets, the roads are wet, right? But beyond that, and being attentive and making sure you're not distracted when you're driving, you also have to remember that speed is never okay, right? High speeds are never okay. And you can see the result of that behind me. Right? So we all have to take an active role in how we drive, and we have to correct our behavior when we drive. This is not okay. This is absolutely not okay. When is it gonna stop?
We were also hearing from some of the people that were here at the store that one of the individuals that passed away was pregnant. Are you able to confirm that?
I don't have any other details other than what I've provided you right now. However, as the investigation develops additional details, you'll be provided that information. Okay.
10 families.
Thank you.
And we know 2 killed, 4 at the hospital. How many people and vehicles total impacted? I guess beyond that.
So those are the only ones that I'm aware of right now. Obviously, there were other people. There are several vehicles. However, we don't have them all identified yet at this time. So once we have all that information, we'll provide it for you, okay? Thank you so very much. Thank you.
How many cars caught fire? Do you know how many cars caught on fire?
An impassioned plea by Officer Hernandez there of Metro as he talks about this crash at Cheyenne and Jones. 2 people are dead, 4 others injured. A total of 10 families. As you heard the officer say there, this was preventable. At this point, they do not believe that weather was a factor, but rather speed was a factor in that crash. You heard our Evan Leake there on the scene gathering some more information. We'll update you as more information comes into the newsroom here throughout the evening.